Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. It's FighterX here. I haven't done a video in a really long time, so if you're a tower fantasy enjoyer, welcome. If not, then hello there. So I'm doing a Mega Striker's basic beginner guide or basic tips to start you off if you're new to a Mega Striker. I'm gonna be giving some simple tips, and after this video I'm gonna be creating a forward guide and a goalie guide. As I am a flex player, I mainly play goalie because I don't trust my teammates, but I play flex, so I can play both positions. My favorite characters to play is Kai, Octavia, Juna, Era, and a couple more characters I also like to play. But those are some of my mains that I personally like to play. So, what is my highest rank, you might be asking? My highest rank is mid plat. Currently, I'm plat right now. If you guys want to take a look or add me, you can. My name is FighterX, capital F, capital X, or whatever. But yeah, it's a beginner, guys, and I'm gonna be trying to help you guys climb, get into the game, so essentially you can also be Omega one day. So the first thing you need to know when you're first starting off this game is there's going to be three type of currencies at the top right hand in your corner. You're going to have this yellow currency that's called striker credits. You earn this just by doing daily quests and just playing the game. And for this striker credit, you're able to use this essentially to buy new characters. Buy new characters such as Era, Juna, Zataru, Octavia. You know, all those beautiful characters you looked at and you was like, I want to try them out one day. That's how you'll get them. Strikers credits. Next currency, right next to it, is the blue currency. This is called style points. You'll get this by essentially leveling up, upgrading your striker affinity tiers, which the max tier is 10. It takes a hell of a ton of XP to get there. And so yeah, that's how you'll get it. And basically what you're able to use this on is emote expressions, the one that you'll spam, such as Juliet Heart emote, or you'll use this to get striker emote expressions such as Kai being disappointed. So use your currency wisely, as it takes a while to essentially get there. The last currency is a premium currency. I'm gonna call this Odyssey points. Odyssey points can be purchased using real game, I guess real life currency, such as money that you get from your job. But yeah, you're able to use this to buy very special effects. Very special effects is such as when you score a goal, there'll be a giant explosion or something. Or if you want to get a little dripped out, you can buy the new Amaya skin or something. So that's the premium currency that you're gonna have. Very cool. So now that I've gotten through the currencies, let's go ahead and get into the 5 different game modes that you're able to play. We got quick play, we got competitive, we got normal, we got co-op versus basically the fucking computer, and then custom game. Quick play is first to 5, whoever gets first to 5 win. Competitive is the ranked game mode that you're going to be able to play through. It's a 3v3, multiple sets that you have to win, of course. And then normal is the same exact thing as competitive, except that you're not ranked for this. Co-op versus Ali, or the ally, or whatever the fuck it's called. This is you versus the computer. And then custom games, the same thing as normal, only difference is you need a code to play against another team. And you guys can set this up as I do this all the freaking time. Now, there's 3 different roles. You might be wondering, what the hell is goalie? Goalie is the position where you're basically going to stop the other team's goalie or forward from essentially scoring a goal into your guys' goal. So your job is to stop them at whatever cost, even if it costs you dying, to essentially stop them from making that point. Flex, you're going to be able to queue into either or the position of forward or goalie, so it just really depends. And then forward, of course, forward breaks down into 2 roles. I feel like you got the striker and you got the midfielder. Midfielder job is to basically keep the ball up on their side, and the striker job is to essentially beat the shit out of the goalie and score the ball in. Sounds very simple on paper, but in the game it's fucking chaos. So that's pretty fun. Now, if you go ahead and head over to your settings, you have a lot of things such as the audio you can edit, and of course you can change the voice from English to Japanese. A lot of you people do that. Don't you try to act like you don't. Now, for the gameplay, you have the striker indicator, show passive aiming indicator, ability indicators, retry ability of stun, and static candor. In a game, I've never tried the the be still camera. That's kind of weird to me. And then you can of course change your maximation regions if you like to, but I think it defaults to the region you're in. So for the gameplay settings, do you want to change them? I recommend you leaving them all on if you're a beginner playing, you new, because what it does is it helps you be able to see the abilities. It allows you to use it because it's easier. So essentially this is just for beginner players. If you're a League of Legends player, or you don't play games like this before, or you're just trying out a new character, or whatever, or my bad, if you have experience on the character, I recommend you turn it off, because if you have it off, it allows you to cast your strikes faster, allows you to cast your abilities faster, gives you cleaner looks, offers more control. So there's a lot of perks to having this stuff off. But if you're new, you're just starting out in the character and you're just starting off in the game, I would recommend you leave it all on, except the stagnant camera. I don't really know about that, but I recommend you just leaving that one default. You can play around it with it if you want, but yeah, there it is. You can also show your FPS and your ping just if you like, and you can also max your FPS if you like, or whatever. There's just a lot more settings that you can change in there, but me personally, I'm not gonna mess around with them. Now, of course, you're gonna be able to, on PC, I'm only going over this stuff for PC. Now on PC, you can set your controls for MOBA. So if you're a League of Legends player, once again, you can set it up that way. Me personally, I don't like that setting for this type of game. I like to go WSAD, and not only that, I have my cursor size to medium, and I also play on keypad. Now you're able to change your different abilities, such as your strike, your secondary, your primary, your special. You got your energy burst and evade, so that's very important, and you can always change that. Now the next thing you're gonna have after that is your rank gameplay. What exactly is rank? How does that work? For every single rank, there's going to be 3 different, you know, little mini things inside of it, such as League of Legends. You got Iron 5, Iron, well, not Iron 5, it's Iron 4, Iron 3, Iron 2, and then so on and so on. Same thing for Omega Strikers. The lowest rank is Rookie. Now, if you played the beta or whatever, you grind through it, you probably started off in Bronze. You probably don't know what the hell Rookie is, but I have some friends that's in Rookie or started off with Rookie. So yes, Rookie is the lowest rank, and it's going to go like this. You got Rookie, Mid Rookie, then High Rookie, then after that, you got Bronze, and it's going to be the same pattern. And then after Bronze, it's going to be Silver, Gold, Plat, Diamond, Challenger, and Omega. Once you reach Omega, you'll start being able to stack up points or whatever, because that's the highest it's going to be able to, you know, get to. Can you demote from Omega? Yes, you can. You can demote from Omega just like you can demote from Challenger and Diamond, Plat, and so on and so on. You're not invincible, but once you get to Omega, you're able to stack the living shit out of points. It's ridiculous. So yes, that is the highest rank you can get to. Now, I'm done talking about the rank. How does the rank game actually play out? So for the rank game, it's a 3v3 arena, essentially consisting of 1 goalie on each side, 2 forwards on each side. Like I said, one's going to be a midfielder, one's going to be a striker. I will hope that's how your rank games go, but that's probably not going to happen. Because we got a lot of egoists out here that think they're a Sagi or Rin and shit. So let's go ahead and get into it then. So depending on what map you are on, it's either going to have a puck spawner at the top and the bottom. Some maps also have it in the middle, so ideally you want a forward to position himself at the top, also at the bottom, and the goalie probably in the middle just in case it spawns in the middle, and you're going to be contesting for that puck or whatever. Another important thing is, where's your HP bar? You're like, I'm reading all these different awakenings and I don't see nothing saying about an HP bar. Your HP bar is the green bar that pops up above your striker. It's going to be green, and it's actually called stagger. So any awakening that you might pick or ability that gives you stagger, that's essentially just giving you more health. So stagger is HP in this game. I hate the word in this game, but we all got to deal with it. So what comes after that? There's a little yellow bar, and I'm able to build this up. Yellow bar, you essentially get that from just hitting the cord. Quick Strike also helps with that a lot. It's a really OP awakening. And essentially you get it for kind of just breathing and doing things on the map. So it's really good. And basically with this yellow bar, you're able to evade with it. You're able to dodge things like Luna ult, Vice ult. I see a lot of people not using this in lower elo, and it bothers me. It kills me because there's so many things you could dodge or not die by if you just press the exclusive bar. So not only is it a free dodge, but it gives you a couple seconds of invincibility where you will not be able to be hit again. So say if an X ults and he wants to hit you, because when he ults, of course his strike ability is able to hit other opponents, which is super OP. You press your evade button, it essentially kills out his whole ult, and you just kind of survive X ult, so fog. So evade is very important. So what happens when it gets to blue? Once it gets to blue, you're able to use your core flip. That's what I'm going to call it. With your core flip, you're able to strike balls at super high speeds and at precise angles. You're also able to use this offensively to, you know, avoid your barrier from being closed. So never be afraid to defend your, you know, core using your burst ability, or to, you know, make a direct shot like you're fucking Asagi from Blue Lock. So very cool. Now, another thing is that I would like to comment on is once that bar is full, you're stuck on the blue until you die. So once you die, you lose that whole entire bar. And if you try to just evade something, you also will lose that whole entire bar. That's the, you know, downside of having it. So, you know, if you're getting focused and targeted, it's probably because they want you to go ahead and use it to evade, or you can go ahead and use it to control the core. But yes, once you use it, it's gone essentially, and you have to start all over from the yellow. The next thing that you need to know is exactly how do you win the game, or these little things that I see at the top. So at the top of the corner, I mean not in the corner, all the way at the top in the middle, you have 3 stocks essentially, or 3 sets that I like to call them. The first team to win 3 sets win the entire match, and you're going to be getting promoted, or if you lose, you're going to be getting demoted or losing rank points essentially. How do you win a set essentially? You're going to win a set by whoever gets the first to 3. The first person to get to 3 is going to be able to win that set, and so on and so on. And essentially that's how you win the game. So after a set is done, you guys are going to be able to pick Awakeness. Now, if you don't know what Awakens is, you get to click Awaken it at the start of a rank match. You get 2 different Awakens. It's random. There's no way to predict it. It's completely RNG. So depending on these Awakenings, you might want to change up your strikers. Just how you feel. Me personally, I'm a Kai main for goalie, and then for my forwards, it really varies. So make sure you're looking at your Awakenings. They're very important. Not only that, if you're goalie, you'll be able to get a goalie gear, and if you're a forward, you'll get a forward gear, which is able to change your, you know, gameplay. As a goalie, I personally like to go eject button and strike shot. It really helps me push the ball forward, keep it on my, you know, the enemy side, and just the, you know, core controlling. That's it. So that's what I personally like for that. And not only that, for the Awakenings that you get to pick, there's going to be 8 different Awakenings. There's going to be 1 Awakening with an affinity. It's always going to be at the bottom right of the screen or whatever. It's going to have that little infinity thing under it, and everybody is able to go it if they want to. For the rest of the things, once someone picks it, including teammates, it is done. It is over with. You're not able to pick that Awakening no more. So you might be wondering, how does the Awakening order work? If you're performing terribly, you're going to be placed all the way in the back of the bus, unfortunately, which means you're going to be the last person to pick. If you're the last person to pick, then your character build might suck at the end of the game, if you know what I mean. So try to play as best as possible. Try to give your all. Now, how does the picking work exactly when it comes to the enemy team and your team? So whoever won that match, the best performance on that team, basically whoever got MVP for that team is going to be the first person to pick. So say if Kai was on the other team and he was playing forward and they end up winning and the Kai was performing the best on the team, he's going to get the first pick, and then the MVP of the other team is also going to get second pick. So even if your team is doing terrible, if you're at least performing well, you'll get that second pick. Now first pick might be important, but you know, second pick is not all that bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. So keep that in mind. The pick order is based off of performance. Now, another thing that I see a lot of people do wrong is they think the pick order is based off of level. Essentially, there's levels. The max level is 10, of course. And people think, like, if I'm level 2 and you're level 1, and the score sheet eventually pop up, that's what I'm gonna call it, I should be able to pick first. Well, that's not necessarily how it works. It's based off of how much experience you earn. So whoever earned the most experience will essentially be able to go first. Not only that, it's also based off of your performance. Your performance equals experience. The better you perform, the better XP you will get. The biggest sources of XP you'll be able to get is basically from making goals, helping with assists, getting kills, opening goal barriers. So there's a lot of different ways to get XP, and there's big chunks of it for, you know, making OP plays inside with the game, of course. Now, the way the experience works. So say if the match just ended or whatever, and you guys are going to your second one, you guys all started at level 3 except for one guy. The MVP starts at level 4 or whatever. Now, when the game ends or whatever for that set, you have skyrocketed to level 8, and he have also went to level 8. The person who started at level 3 is going to get MVP for that round because they started at level 3 and they had to build up 5 levels of experience, while the guy started at level 4, he had to build up 4 levels of experience. You guys may be at the same level, and he might be having a little more on his XP bar than you, but you're going to be able to go first because not only did you start at a lower level, a lower XP amount, essentially, you had to build up more XP, way more than he had to, which means your performance was a lot better than his, which led to you earning more experience, which will also lead to you picking first or second, depending if your team lost or not. So that is how that essentially scoreboard is gonna work, and that's essentially how the awakening picking thing works. So keep that in mind. That's how that works. So if this video was helpful, it did help you guys out a lot, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And after this video, I'm going to be creating a goalie guide and a forward guide. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.